You are just one surprise after another, Ridge Forrester. Running off to Vegas with me on your private jet. I can't believe it. I just need a minute for this to sink in.
Oh, me too.
I'm guessing you didn't imagine yourself being here with me right now. You thought you and Brooke would be back together.
Well, it didn't happen. And leaving LA seemed like the right thing to do.
Eric, have you talked to Ridge?
As far as I know, he's not talking to anyone. And given what happened, I'm not at all surprised.
It was a mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake. I love Ridge. Only Ridge.
You don't have to convince me. No one in the world supports your marriage more than I do. But I cannot for the life of me understand why you would be kissing Bill Spencer.
I have been waiting to do that all day.
Me too. So is Sally out?
Yeah, she's out seeing Dr. Escobar right now.
She didn't want you to go with her?
I mean, she didn't ask me to.
Really? Well, I mean, she's not hiding her illness anymore. We all know about it. It's out in the open.
Okay.
When you met Dr. Escobar when she was here, how did she seem to you? How long are we supposed to do this?
I don't know. You're the doctor. You tell me.
Don't you dare joke about this, Sally.
I am not in the mood for jokes. Or another one of your freakouts. God, I just can't believe I tried to kiss Wyatt. It was way too soon for that. I just got caught up in the moment of him saying he wanted me to get treatment and me telling him only if I had something to live for.
Wyatt does want you to fight this.
Yeah, he's just not going to give me a reason to do it.
Okay, that's it. If dying isn't going to get you what you want, then we can just end this charade. Eric, I don't have an excuse for what I did. Ridge wasn't listening to me, and I was just feeling frustrated and exhausted.
So you gave in to Bill?
No, it wasn't like that. He was consoling me, and we got caught up in a moment.
You're saying it was mutual?
It was something we regretted instantly. Look, Ridge would have found out about it. I would have told him myself, and we would have moved past it if it weren't for your wife. He would have understood. But it was that video. It was that damn video. Quinn finally got what she wanted. All of those attempts to try to sabotage my marriage, it finally worked out for her.
Why would I need to sabotage your relationship when you already destroyed it?
You know, not every conversation has to circle back to Brooke.
She's on your mind. I saw it.
Well, you chased her away.
Well, apparently I have a knack for that.
You do? Like no one else.
Maybe it's being from Vegas. You know, this place is designed to distract you from everything, from your inhibitions, your mortgage, even what time it is.
So that's where you've planned a wild night on the Strip?
Well, the Strip is fun, but there's a lot of other things to do in Vegas.
Like what?
Vegas is also known for having world-class chefs. And I know you being Ridge Forrester, you can just pick up the phone and anyone will make you lunch. But I can actually take you to the places that those chefs like to eat.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds intriguing. We just ate.
I know that. So I'm going to put that on the itinerary for later. Much, much later, if you're still up for it after everything else I planned.
You want to know what I think about Sally's doctor?
Yeah, she wasn't what I expected.
What do you mean? How so?
I don't know. The whole thing was just a little bit off. I wasn't there to, like, interrogate her about anything. I wasn't. But it kind of seemed like she felt that way.
Well, doctors can be pretty tight-lipped about their patients. It's sort of the HIPAA rule.
I know that, but it was more than that. It was like she was on edge and just like almost defensive about everything. Oh, and this is totally random, but did you know that Dr. Escobar is like a wannabe fashion designer?
What?
We agreed to help each other. You can't back out now, not after we dug ourselves into this whole elaborate scheme. I mean, I have a walker, and I'm putting on makeup to pretend to be sick.
But if the plan isn't working, maybe we should scrap it.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Everyone thinks you're dying, Sally. Don't you care about what that's doing to them?
It has made them kinder, Penny. It's made them realize how short life is and that we all need to be good to each other.
And what about Wyatt?
Wyatt loves me. I know he does. He wanted to marry me, and Flo's the only reason that didn't happen. So the plan is not the problem. Flo is.
You don't think it's strange that Dr. Escobar is like really into fashion?
Isn't everybody? Okay, what, did she talk to you about fashion or something?
No, she didn't want to talk to me about anything.
Okay.
But when I told her that Sally was a designer, she was like, oh yeah, she kind of mentioned that. But here's the thing, if she was really that into fashion, wouldn't she already know who Sally Spectre was?
Maybe that's what she meant.
I guess.
Oh, maybe she was embarrassed. Okay, she's trying to help this patient through this horrible ordeal. She's not going to ask Sally to take a look at her portfolio.
We just have to be careful.
We can't prepare for everything. Like Flo showing up in my office. Sally, she saw one of the designs I was working on.
You can't blame me every time you and Ridge have a problem. I didn't tell him to leave you. He left because you were unfaithful.
Quinn, don't do this.
Eric, come on, stop it. I'm not going to let her continue to point the finger at me when everyone who attended her party knows exactly what drove Ridge away.
You want to talk about that video and how it ended up on that picture frame?
Is that why you're here, Brooke? To spread your misery around? What, you're going to badmouth me to my husband, try to stir up trouble between us again?
No, I am here to find Ridge.
Then you need to look somewhere else.
I can fix this. I just need to talk to my husband.
All right, I'm ready. Where are we going?
Who said we're going out?
You did. You said we got to see the local Vegas.
There's local, and then there's local.
Okay, what is this?
I know how much you value your privacy, so this is your very own VIP room, Mr. Forrester. Cocktail?
Yeah. What are you serving?
I have vodka. I suggest a vodka.
You know what? I'll, you have tonic?
I'm sorry I can't hear you over the DJ.
You have tonic.
I'm kidding. Got it. Make it a double.
I didn't know you.
Got
it. Every time I drink with you, I seem to get in trouble.
Well, the good news is you know I'll take care of you. And I don't have to carry you up to a bed like I did at Bikini Bar.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you?
Yeah,
Really?
no, I don't. But I do remember that nothing happened.
Well, nothing we need to feel guilty about. I just curled up next to you and fell asleep.
So, you have a different idea for tonight?
The night is young. Anything can happen. Cheers.
Cheers.
Has it ever crossed your mind that Ridge may not want to be found?
Brooke, I told you, you have to give him some space.
And what happened last time I did that, Eric? He ran into the arms of another woman.
And you ran into Bill's.
Look, that's not helpful, all right? Brooke needs some support.
Now, I don't need anything from Quinn. Okay, what I did It was terrible. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have kissed Bill, and I regret it. But now she is using that mistake to attack my marriage. Your marriage? Well, you know, you're making it sound like I'm out for revenge or something. Well, you are, aren't you? Because if I interfered in your marriage, I would be sorry. You tried to destroy my marriage so many times, Quinn, and now you're doing it again.
You can't blame Quinn for Ridge leaving, not this time.
Oh, yes, I can. I can. If Ridge is with Shauna, I can, Eric. Don't you see? She is so excited about the idea of her best friend having a second chance with Ridge.
Today got a little crazy when we were out.
People get silly sometimes, you know?
Yeah, but they were so excited to meet a celebrity. Those attractive women were thrilled to meet Ridge Forrester, so they were very excited.
No, I'm sorry if that made you feel uncomfortable.
Are you kidding me? I thought it was so amazing. It was just so sweet. You were lovely with them. And I know when we go out tonight, the same thing's gonna happen. So I have one favor. Can I please just have a moment where it's just you and me? Can I have one dance with you before we go out?
Sounds nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Flo saw your design?
I tried to hide it, but then when I got up from my desk...
Okay, you didn't tell her you wanted a job in fashion, did you?
Of course not. I totally downplayed it like it was no big deal, like it's a silly hobby.
Did she buy it?
Why wouldn't she?
Because we're lying, Penny. We're lying to everyone. We can't do anything to tip her off.
She wasn't suspicious.
Okay, look, you can't talk to her. Flo's not my friend. She's not looking out for me. You can't give her any information at all.
She's not going to figure out you're fine because she saw a drawing.
Don't let that blonde hair and those big green eyes fool you. Flo Fulton is a lot more devious and cunning than you can ever imagine. You can't trust her. I'm serious. We can't do anything to let Flo get onto us.
You know that I just went to Dr. Escobar to try to see if she can give us any information about how we can help Sally and what she might need. And she didn't tell me anything, nothing. I think it's time that we start thinking about what the next steps might need to be.
Okay.
I think it could be time for Sally to move out.
If you're so afraid that Flo might be a problem, then maybe you should get out of town and lay low for a while.
And just hand Wyatt back to her? No.
Go away, get cured, and then you can come back and really fight for him.
Look, I can't be cured until I get Wyatt back. Look, there will be no mix-up in the lab or some spontaneous remission. I do want this to be done. I want it to be over just as much as you do. All right, but Wyatt's still hung up on Flo. So I can't break him of that habit if I'm off at some imaginary facility. I have to be here as close to him as possible. So no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving.
Wait, you want Sally to move out? Flo, it was your idea for Sally to move in here.
I don't think this is the right place for her.
Okay, Flo, look, I get it, okay? I miss you too. And I wish we didn't have to do this, because we could be spending this time together and moving on and working toward that future that we've always wanted. But then Sally got sick.
And she's only getting sicker.
Which is why I don't understand. You really want me to ask Sally to move out?
I do, yeah. I think it's time that Sally leaves.
Don't let her pretend she's not involved in this, Eric. Rich and I were getting back together, and she didn't want us to be happy. She couldn't let that happen. Where did he go? Tell me, where's my husband? Where is he, Quinn?
Let's take a breather for a second. Thank you for this.
Well, how do you know this isn't something I do every night?
I don't. Thank you. Thanks for helping me relax and have some fun.
Is it working?
I think so.
I'm glad. It's been really nice having you get to know where I'm from and what my life is like here.
You didn't have to leave LA, you know.
I did.
You're not going back.
No, I'm not. But you are, and you will. And you'll be making up with Brooke, and you'll be back home with her. And when that happens, it's going to be really painful for me. But at least I'll be here, and I won't be around to see it. I'll be home and being able to live my life like I always have been.
So you're just gonna pick up where you left off?
Oh, no. I'm a different person than I was when I left here. Something changed in me when I went to LA. Something I never imagined in my life. Meeting such an incredible man like you. You've made me want things that I never thought I'd ever want.
Can I ask you something? You've never given your heart to anyone completely, have you?
No. No, I haven't. I never met anyone that I thought about spending the rest of my life with. Until now.